Building the foundations of your own freedom. That is the topic of tonight's byline. I got an email last night from a friend upset about something he'd seen on one of the gun websites he goes to. What he found out is that, like pro-lifers, like those that speak out against radical Islam, like anyone doing or believing anything out of the PC mainstream, well, gun owners, or more specifically, gun merchants, were being treated differently, shunned, in fact, online. This little device in my hand is called a Square Register. You may have seen ads for it online or on TV. They market it as a way for small business owners, contractors, anyone to be able to make a sale using credit card payments. It's quite handy, actually. I got one and set up an account when I was doing events to promote my book, CBC Exposed. You just take it and you plug it into your smartphone, your tablet, and it conducts the transaction. Unless, that is, you sell guns. And that's where the company called Alberta Tactical Rifle got in trouble. They were at the Calgary Gun Show this past weekend and processed thousands of dollars worth of sales through this little device. Then they got an email. Based on a recent review of your account, we have determined that your business is a prohibited business as defined by Section 6 of the Square Seller Agreement. Therefore, Square cannot accept payments related to your business. The account was deactivated for them, and for a while, Rick, the owner, well, he was worried he wouldn't get the money he was owed. He was told on the phone, or he told me on the phone this morning, that part's been sorted out and he will get paid. Now, all of this started a debate with people saying, there should be boycotts or you should find alternatives. But really, this is part of a bigger problem. This is the same problem that Phelan McAleer and his partners had when they went to launch the crowdfunding campaign for the Gosnell movie. Phelan was all set to go. Launch was 2 days away. Several interviews were already done, and then bam! Kickstarter decided they didn't like the message that might come out of this movie showcasing America's most prolific serial killer. So they kicked him and his project off the system. Kickstarter would not let them use their platform to raise money. And as a private company, that's their right. They should be able to choose who to do business with. Same with Square and their mobile cash register. But too often, the tools that we've come to rely on in the modern world are pulled away, shut down, or blocked based on politics, whether it's gun merchants, pro-life filmmakers, or those that fight against radical Islam. A few years ago, YouTube account belonging to the Palestinian Media Watch was shut down for hate speech, for attacking Islam. What had they done? Well, they'd simply been translating what's said on Palestinian television and media into English. It was about 4 years ago that Mark Stein posted this on his own website. I long ago lost count of the number of places from Toronto Airport to Marriott hotels that have Stein Online blocked as a hate site. Why? Because someone complained that they didn't like what Mark said. So what to do? Do you boycott everyone to solve this? No. Do you find alternatives? Well, maybe. For Rick and the folks at Alberta Tactical Rifle, there are many alternatives to Square, from PayPal to Kudos to Paid. But the longer-term solution is that liberty-minded folks need to build their own infrastructure. Blogger Kathy Shadle at 5 Feet of Fury has been saying for years that you cannot build a movement when someone else controls the flow of information, the pipes you use to distribute, like Google, Blogger, YouTube, iTunes, Square, or Kickstarter. Now, I preach getting involved in the culture all the time, and this is part of that struggle. The progressive world doesn't value liberty. They don't value free speech. They don't like certain activities, and they will use whatever means to shut you down. And that's part of what's happening here. The internet's supposed to make communication easier. It does, and it can. But unless liberty-minded people are building alternatives, then gun owners won't be able to do business. Pro-life voices will be shut down for political reasons. And those that want to warn about radical Islam, they will be silenced over claims of hate speech. We need to find other liberty-loving people and connect with them. They may not be right on our issue. Maybe you're pro-gun but don't care about the abortion issue. Guess what? You've got common cause in making sure neither one of you is silenced online. The technology's there. It's getting cheaper and easier to use all the time. Our challenge going forward is to build our own pipes, our own distribution channels. It can be done, and you can be part of the solution. And that's the byline.